Okay, good morning guys and welcome sa another topic natin for mathematics in the modern world, which is the continuation of probability. For today's lesson, we will be discussing the difference between independent and dependent events and also mutually exclusive and complementary events. Okay, learning outcome natin for this day are as follows. First is to differentiate yung dependent and independent events with each other. Next is to state and illustrate what does it mean to be mutually exclusive yung events natin and what also um, complementary event means, no? And of course, we have to solve problems regarding probability, applying yung formulas or concept discussed on each type of events. Okay? So, contents of our discussion are displayed. So, independent events, dependent events, and mutual exclusive events, and complementary events. Okay? So to start, we first discuss yung independent and dependent events. Okay? So, pinagsama ko na siya mainly because if we identified na yung given event are independent, meaning independent na siya. So, if not independent, ibig sabihin dependent siya. Kaya pinagsama ko na yung discussion. Yan, no? So, as formal definition for the given event, sabi, events A and B or two events are said to be independent if and only if na-satisfy natin yung given condition. So yung condition natin, the intersection of A and B or probability of the intersection A and B is equal to the product of the probability of their individual probabilities. Okay? So yung product daw ng event A and event B. So ano ibig sabihin nun? Once na na-satisfy natin, so let's say, sa given example, sa given problem, given yung value ng PA, PB, and yung PA and B, or pwede natin makalculate yung mga values na yan, once we check yung values ni intersection and nung product ng individual events, kapag nag-equal sila, ibig sabihin independent na agad yung problem na tinutukoy mo, no? Pero paano siya mas mape-present in a more convenient and more understandable way. So siguro i-maximize natin yung na-discuss natin last time, which is yung sa conditional probability, no? Ano nga yung sabi natin sa conditional probability? Kapag yung an event, so let's say hinahanap natin yung probability of A given na yung B, ano yung formula natin again? Yung na-identify natin formula is equals to the probability of their intersection, yung A and B, all over yung probability nung naunang nag-occur na event, which is dito, for this example, is yung probability nung B. Okay? So, let's say yung isa din, probability of B given A, or sabihin nag-occur na agad si A, is equals dun sa intersection nila na A and B all over P ng A. Okay? So, yan yung conditional probability natin discussed last week. So ngayon, paano natin ma-identify kung independent siya na probability? So let's substitute yung value ng intersection dun sa given formula natin for conditional probability. So dito, PA and B, this will be magiging product na ng PA and PB over PB. Okay? Then for this one, the same lang din. Okay? And ano yung na-notice nyo? So, manonotice nyo na we have a common probability on the denominator and numerator. So we can cancel it out. So for this one, the first one sa left side, we can cancel out yung B dito. We can cancel out A. So meaning, masasabi din daw natin probability or yung events natin are independent from each other kapag yung probability or conditional probability ng isang event, given yung isang event, is equals to sa probability nung event na hinahanap mo. Okay? Same as the probability of B given A is equals dun sa probability ng hinahanap mo, PB. So, ibig sabihin, if you have values of these probabilities and check it whether they are equal with each other, ibig sabihin, independent na agad yung probability natin. Okay? So, more or less, when A or B have non-zero probabilities, ay ibig sabihin, ba't nilagay na non-zero probabilities? Kasi kapag nag-zero yung probability ng A or B, ano mangyayari doon sa conditional probability natin? It will dim undefined. No, it will be undefined. So over zero. So our answers kapag or our condition kapag kino-consider natin ang intersection or ang conditional probability, lagi siyang probability of individual events are greater than 0. Okay? And we have yan, yung three statements na yan. And once we satisfy yung three statements na to, ma-consider natin na independent yung events natin. Okay? So, nakalagay dito, if these three are true, then A or B are considered independent. And if any of these three is false, ibig sabihin A and B are not independent. So, kung na-identify mo siyang not independent, meaning siya ay dependent. Okay? So, yun lang naman yung difference ng independent and independent. Okay? So, as a formal definition, again, ni independent events, when two events are independent, the occurrence of one event does not change the probability of the other event. So, ibig sabihin, kahit mangyari, may nangyari ng unang probability, yung chance mo is hindi siya magbabago. Let's say, for example, tumaya tayo ng loto na lang, no? So, sa loto, may iba't ibang category. Meron tayong 642, 645, no? Let's say si event A natin is para kay 642. Si event B is para kay 645. So kahit maunang i-draw yung 645, yung chance natin na manalo sa 642 will not change kasi si event B is independent or yung occurrence niya kahit mangyari siya will not change yung probability nung first event natin. Yung A natin. So, yun yung ibig sabihin ng independent event. So, no matter mangyari yung isang event, hindi maapektuhan yung event nung currently ina-identify natin probability of event. Okay? And then, kapag dependence naman siya, ibig sabihin, yun nga, nag-change yung probability mo once the first or an activity occurs. So, halimbawa, parehas tayong 642 yung tinayan natin. And then let's say yung odds na makuha mo yung same number yung akin will be different, no? Depende dun sa numbers na sinelect natin out of dun sa 642 natin. So yung chance of probability of getting an even number dun sa ating 42 numbers will change depending on the outcome of the first draw. Okay? So, yan yung ibig sabihin ng dependent and independent events. So, let's apply sa example. Yeah, so suppose the probability of event A is equals to 0.7 and the probability of event B is equals to 0.2. The question is, and A or B are independent. What is the intersection of A and B? And kaya paano pa yung intersection ng A and B? So, fortunately for this problem, naka-state agad na independent siya. Okay? So, kung pinapahanap yung intersection nila, anong formula ang gagamitin natin? Of course, yung formal definition na in-state natin kanina, no? Na ang intersection daw ng A and B, once we prove na independent nga yung event natin, na for this case, stated siya na independent nga siya, is just the product of the individual events. Okay? So, product lang daw niya. So, hindi na siya masyadong problema sa atin, no? Kasi, ano yun lang natin yung product niya. So, kunin natin yung P of A natin, which is 0.7. Then, yung P of B natin, which is 0.2. Okay? So, once we multiply, that will be ilan yung probability of intersection natin. That is 0.14. Okay? So, 0.14 yung na-calculate natin for the probability of the intersection. Okay? So, ito na yung sagot para dito sa problem na to. Pero, what if halimbawa, hindi na, gusto natin talagang i-prove na independent nga talaga yung given examples natin. So, gamitin natin yung other two conditions natin using yung conditional probability na value natin. Okay? So, yung una, we can say na kukunin natin yung probability of A given B. Okay? So, yung formula natin will be equals to P, probability or intersection ng A and B, over yung probability of B. Okay? So, kung pinag-uusapan nga natin is independent, ano dapat yung magiging answer natin dito? Dapat itong A given B or kahit mag-occur na si B, dapat si probability of A will not change. Okay? Dapat that will be equals to A. So, tingnan natin kung equals nga siya. So, na-calculate natin intersection ng A and B is 0.14 divided by 0.2. So, that is equals to 0.7, which is, yan yung value ng P, A given B, which is also equals dun sa probability of A natin. Therefore, siya ay independent talaga. Kasi nag-equal yung value ng probability of A and then yung probability or conditional probability na A given B. Okay? Next, yung another condition natin wherein P is B given A. So that will be P, A and B over probability of A. Okay? So that should be equals to probability ng B daw. So substitute lang natin, PB given A is equals to 0.14 na na-calculate natin all over 0.70. So that is equals to 0.2. Okay? Which is, si 0.2, equivalent siya sa probability ni B. Therefore, independent talaga yung given examples natin. Okay? So, for this problem, convenient kasi ni-state mismo na independent siya. So, what if hindi siya na-state na independent yung given probabilities natin? So, we have to check. So, let's say the second one. So, we suppose we have the probability of the first event is equals to 0.4. The second event is 0.8. And the intersection of both events is 0.36. Are A and B independent? Okay, so they are asking if they are independent. And to satisfy if the given probabilities are independent from each other, dapat satisfy lang natin yung formula na A and B is equals to PA multiplied by PB. So once na hindi na na-satisfy, ibig sabihin independent siya. So let's check. Yung PA and B natin as given is 0.36. Is it equal to 0.4 times 0.8? Simplify natin. That will be 0.32 lang. So it is not equal. So therefore, yung given probability natin is dependent events. Okay? Kung dependent events siya, meaning may effect yung order ng probability natin. So ano yung, tingnan natin kung gaano kalaki yung effect niya. So let's say, gusto natin i-draw si A, pero una nang nag-occur si B. Okay? So ano yung formula niya? P is A and B over P of B. Substituting, we have 0.36 all over 0.8. So what will be our value? Our value is 0.36 divided 0.8. So equals sa 0.45, which is, pag titignan nyo, greater than do sa probability ng A natin. Meaning, kapag nauna nang nangyari yung event B natin, mag-i-increase yung chance ngayon na lalabas si A. So, ibig sabihin, due to the dependency of event A kay event B, nagbago yung chance niya from 0.4 to 0.45. So, nag-increase yung chance natin. So since may change in the probability or the value of the probability alone, ibig sabihin, hindi nga siya independent na event. Okay? Same with the probability of B given A or kapag nauna naman nangyari si A and B over PA. So that will be 0.36 all over 0.4. How much is that? So 0.36, 0.4, that is 0.9. Okay? Which is greater than sa probability ng B natin. And if those values are not equal to the individual probability of each event, they are considered dependent events. Okay? Since hindi sila equal. Okay? Question muna before we proceed. Okay tayo with regards to definition ng independent and dependent events?
Yes po.
Okay.
Okay po.
Okay, thank you. Next. Ayan, so let us consider an application. Okay. So consider a diastolic blood pressure measurement from a mother and her firstborn child. So let event A be equals to the mother's diastolic blood pressure greater than 90 and B as the firstborn child's Systolic blood pressure greater than 70. Okay? So, given naman yung intersection, let the intersection of A and B equals to 0.03, and the individual probabilities of A and B are 0.15.2. Are the events A and B independent or dependent? Okay? So, pinapa-identify kung dependent or independent sila. So, identify lang natin. So, dapat, again, pag independent, ang kailangan nating values is yung intersection natin should be equals dun sa product ng individual probabilities ng event natin. So, yan yung kailangan nating i-satisfy. Okay? So, ang intersection natin is 0.03. Then, PA natin is 0.15 times 0.2. So, 0.03 is equals to, ito ba to? 0.15 times 0.2, that is 0.03. Okay? So, therefore, equal sila. Therefore, sila ay independent. Okay? So, independent daw yung value niya. So, ibig sabihin, kahit mag-occur ng una si B, hindi magbabago yung value ni A. So, let's check. A given B. So, we have P, A and B over P of B. So, we have 0.03 divided by 0.2. So, dapat equal sa P of A natin. So, 0.03 divide 0.2, that is 0.15, which is in fact equal dun sa P of A natin. Therefore, independent talaga yung given example natin. Okay? Question for this problem? Okay. Next. Okay. So for this problem, I want you to read the problem and solve for at least 5 minutes. No? May take lang akong call. So please read the problem and then answer if D1 and D2 are dependent. Okay. So I'll be pausing muna yung video recording natin. So please read the example number 2 and try to solve it. Okay. Continuing our discussion. What did you get? Ang nakuha niyong sagot so far? Okay, so let's check. In a rack of 20 test tubes, 4 are defectives. If 2 are chosen without replacement, determine if the events D1, event of selecting the first tube, and D2, event of selecting the second defective test tube are dependent. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kailangan mangyari muna si D1 before si D2. Then, sabi, without the replacement yung problem natin. So, ibig sabihin niya, once we took yung first tube natin, mababawasan na yung sample test tube natin dun sa rack, which is 19 na siya. No? So, ano ibig sabihin nun? Once na nagbabago yung sample space natin, may effect ba yung first draw natin doon sa second one or wala? Sabihin, meron siyang effect, no? So, tingnan natin. Ano yung probability na mangyari si D1? What is D1? Event of selecting the first test tube, first defective test tube. So, yun yung first event natin. So, ilan yung numerator natin? Yung number of outcomes na pwede siya maging defective. Yung sa numerator natin. Ilan? So, sabi 4 are defective. So, ibig sabihin, 4 yung pwedeng defective natin. And then, yung total sample space natin is 20. So, we have 1 over, so we have 1 over 5 na chance na maging defective yung D1 natin. Okay? Next, si D2 natin. PD2 natin. Pero si D2, mangyayari lang siya once we select yung D1 natin. Okay? So, paano natin ma-identify ngayon yan? Okay? For a while nga. Ayan. So, Yung next one natin, ano mangyayari ngayon doon sa numerator natin? Nag-draw na tayo kanina without replacement tayo. So ilan na lang yung numerator and denominator natin. Numerator natin ilan? Hello? 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 Ayan, meron pa lang. Ayan, may nag-message pala. Okay, so 3. 3 na lang, no? Kasi inassume natin na nakuha na natin yung isa. Hawak na natin yung isa. So, therefore, may tatlo pang natitira dun sa rack natin. And then, since without replacement tayo, ibig sabihin, yung from 20, nabawasan tayo ng isa doon sa first draw natin. Yung second draw natin will be 19 na lang yung choices natin. Therefore, nagbago na yung sample space natin. Ibig sabihin, yung chance ng pag-select natin ng second one is changed. Okay? So, ayan. So, ibig sabihin, kapag without a replacement or hindi nagbabago or hindi natin kailangan ibalik yung na-draw natin na value, ang consideration natin is dependent events tayo. Okay? Dependent events siya. Okay? So kung pinapahanap yung value niya, ano yung magiging value natin? So, ang probability natin ngayon na mag-occur yan will be uh, probability of D1 and D2. Okay. So D1 and D2. So mangyayari yan kapag PD1 multiplied natin ng PD2 given D1. Okay? Which is ito yon, no? Sabihin yung probability ng D2 na nangyari na yung D1. So therefore, this is 1/5 times 3/19. So yung probability natin, kung hinahanap, no? Kasi dito hindi na siya hinahanap. Ang pinapaano lang is kung dependent or independent siya. Eh, nangyari na kapag without replacement yung problem natin, siya ay dependent event. So that will be 1/5 times 3/19. Yan. So, ilan to? Multiplied by 3/19. Okay, so 0.0316. Okay, or 3.16%. Okay? Okay. So ito yung sa first condition natin. Paano kung halimbawa tinanong sa atin is ano na tayo? With replacement tayo. Okay? Therefore, kung with replacement tayo, ano mangyayari? Kung with replacement tayo, ibig sabihin yung first draw natin will be equals to the same, no? 4/20 or 1/5. And then yung second draw natin, since ibabalik natin, after natin mag-draw nung una, ibabalik natin siya. So yung magiging value natin for the second draw is, ano, kung binalik natin yung kinuha natin, so from 20, nag-select tayo ng isa, nag-19, pero bago tayo mag-draw ng pangalawa, binalik natin yung nabunot natin. So therefore, yung original rack natin will still be the same, no? So therefore, 4/20 pa din siya. Okay? Or 1/5 pa din. So independent na siya kasi um, magkaibang condition na siya, no? So therefore, pag pinahanap yung probability niya, probability ng D1 and D2, that is just a summation or the product of D1 times product ng D2 natin, which is given as 1/5 times 1/5 is equals to 1/25 or ganyan, 0.04 or 4% chance na mangyari siya. Okay? Question for number 2.
None po.
Okay?
Wala po so far po.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, next. We have 3 drugs are drawn from a medicine cabinet containing 2 paracetamol, 3 decongestant, and 4 antimotility of different tablet labels. So ABC yung ano nila. So si paracetamol si A, si decongestant si B, and si antimotility si C, no? Determine daw natin the probability they are in order of ABC. Okay, so ibig sabihin select muna si A, then select si B, select si C, no? Sunod-sunod in order. If each drug is first one, replace. Okay? So, yung first question sa atin is replace. So, ano dapat ang instinct agad natin kapag with replacement tayo? Pag with replacement tayo, siya ay independent. Okay? Kasi every draw natin is independent from the first or second draw or any draw. Kasi lagi natin binabalik yung kinukuha natin draw sa kanya. Okay? So, ang hinahanap probability ng A and B and C. Okay? So, independent yung event natin, anong formula natin? Kanina, naka-state natin ang probability ng A and B is equals sa product ng A, product ng B. So, naging tatlo lang siya. So, magiging ang product ng A times product ng B multiplied by product ng C. Okay? Pero ano yung mga values niyan? Say natin, product ni A, ilan yung number of outcomes ni A over sa total sample space natin? Ilan? Si probability ng A, event A. Again, si A natin ay si paracetamol. So, anong value natin? Okay, so 2 over, ano natin? 2 over yung total ng gamot. Okay, so yung total ng gamot natin is 9. Okay, correct? Next, yung para sa decongestant natin. So, decongestant natin is 3.
3 over 9.
Kasi with replacement tayo, so binabalik natin every kuha natin, no? Plus, yung last is for antimotility 4 over 9. Sorry, but plus yung multiply ito, no? Mali. Multiply. Okay? So, simplify natin. We have 2 times 3, 6 times 4 is 24. Then, 9 cube is, ilan pag 9 cube is 729. Okay? So, 24 over 729 is 0.0329 or 3.29%. Yan yung with the replacement natin. Okay? Next, letter B. Not replace tayo. Kung not replace siya ay dependent siya. Okay? Kasi every time na kumukuha ka ng hindi mo binabalik yung isa, nagbabago yung total number of sample space na pwede sa kanya. So, ibig sabihin yung A and B and C natin, hindi na ganito yung formula niya. Okay? Ang magiging formula na niya, yung probability ng A, kasi yun yung first draw natin. Yung second draw natin will be B given A. So, ibig sabihin, tinake na natin si A, di ba? Una na nangyari si A, multiplied sa P, probability ng C, given na si A at si B is nag-occur na. Okay? So, yan yung probability natin. So, paano kukunin yan? So, simple lang din. Yung una, probability ni A is 2 over 9. Same lang din, no? Kasi yun yung first draw. Second draw natin, probability of B given A. Okay? So, that is 3 over what? 3 over ilan lang ba yung nabawas? No? Kung susundin natin yung formula, no? Ng P over A, iba dapat probability ng A and B. Pero walang binanggit kasi intersection, no? Kaya mahirap siyang i-present. Pero alam natin na si B is 3 pieces, no? Pero once na na-take na natin yung una, so from 9, nag-take tayo ng first draw, ilan na lang natira? 8. So dapat 8 na lang yung pwedeng maging decongestant dun sa given natin. And then lastly is yung para sa anti-motility natin. So, meron tayong 4 na chance maging anti-motility siya. And then, ilan na lang yung remaining natin? Remaining natin is 7 na lang. Okay? So, nakita nyo yung denominator, nababawasan siya ng isa kada draw. Okay? So, pag kinuha natin yung product niyan, 2 times 3 times 4 is 24. Then, over 24 over 5 over 4. So, 24 over 5 over 4. That is equals to 0.0476 or 4.76%. So, yan yung percentage na hinahanap natin for the given problem. So, yung first one, again, if we have replacement, independent event tayo. And then kapag wala tayong replacement, dependent events tayo. Kasi naapektuhan yung sample space natin for the given scenarios natin, ng order natin ng pag-select ng event. Okay? Question for this problem?
None.
Okay, so yun yung sa independent and dependent events natin. Okay? So yun yung difference niya. Ngayon, let's proceed dun sa second part natin, which is the mutually exclusive and complementary events. So, events that cannot occur together, okay, are called mutually exclusive events. So, such events do not have any common outcomes. So, any common outcome, so ibig sabihin, events na walang intersection, ang ibig sabihin, ano? So, ayan. So, if two or more events are mutually exclusive, then at most, one of them will occur every time we repeat the experiment. So, to present yung mutually exclusive na tinatawag natin, meron tayong Venn diagram as shown. So, yung Venn diagram natin, let's say, si A and si B, no? So, ganyan yung itsura niya kasi lahat ng elements ni A o lahat ng inside kay A is hindi natin makikita kay B. Okay? So, ibig sabihin kay mutually exclusive event, mangyayari lang siya kapag walang intersection. Ibig sabihin, walang common value, no? Common element kay A and kay B. So, let's say, halimbawa dito ay 1, 2, 3, then dito ay 4, 5, 6. So, wala silang common value. So, wala silang intersection. Kaya, mutually exclusive event sila. Yun yung ibig sabihin ng mutually exclusive event. Okay? So, cannot occur together or at the same time. Okay? Ang kaibahan naman ng independent, hindi lang siya related pero pwede siyang mangyari ng sabay. Kay mutually exclusive, hindi siya pwede mangyari ng sabay. Okay? Kasi it's either A or B lang na event yung nangyayari. Okay? So, ibig sabihin nun, later may example tayo regarding that. Pero kapag pinag-usapan natin si mutually exclusive event, yung formula natin ng union nung last week, no? Diba, ano yung na-tackle nating formula? Na-tackle nating formula, ang formula ng union of A and B are P of A plus P of B minus P of A and B. Okay. Pero, ano nga napansin natin sa mutual exclusive ulit? Wala siyang intersection. No intersection. Therefore, itong formula na to will be equal sa 0 kung wala siyang intersection. Kaya when dealing with two mutually exclusive event or na-identify natin na mutually exclusive sila, magiging formula lang natin ng union ay ito. No? Kung makikita nyo na wala na yung intersection, yung ma-minus natin intersection sa kanya. Okay? So pag pinapahanap is the probability of A or B, no? Ibig sabihin A union B, ang kukunin lang natin is the addition of the probability of each event. Wala nang ima-minus na intersection kasi kapag mutually exclusive event, wala tayong intersection. Okay? So, ibig sabihin kung walang intersection, dapat kung halimbawa ma-calculate mong value is laging 0 lagi yung intersection natin, ibig sabihin, identify mo na agad siya ng mutually exclusive. Okay? So, if yung value ng A and B natin is greater than 0, ibig sabihin, hindi siya mutually exclusive, no? So, it's either dependent or independent event na siya. Okay? Pero hindi siya pwedeng mangyaring both. Hindi siya pwedeng maging mutually exclusive tsaka maging independent. No. Basta mutually exclusive tayo kapag yung ating events cannot occur at the same time. Okay, question? Okay, so, and then meron tayo ng complementary events. So, i-define na din natin. Maano lang naman, basic lang naman yung definition ng complementary events. Ang ibig sabihin lang niya is the event that includes all the outcome for an experiment that are not in A. So let's say for example, we have ito, we have yung set A natin. Yung set A natin yung puti. So pag pinapakuha si complement of A, kukunin mo lang is yung probability na hindi kasama yung A, event A. So ibig sabihin probability ng complement A, so represented by A prime, no? Read as A prime or A complement. Makukuha natin yan as 1 minus yung probability ng A natin na mag-occur. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kapag given yung probability ni A, para makuha si complement, i-minus mo lang sa 1. No? 1 kasi, yun yung total sample space natin. Okay? So, basta pag pinapanap yung complement, yung remaining probability yung concern natin. Okay? So, yun lang yung sa complementary event. Now, we apply ngayon sa examples para ma-appreciate natin si mutually exclusive tsaka si complementary events. Okay? So, let us first go dito sa first example natin. Suppose that a die is rolled. Okay? So, let A be the event that an even number turns up and B, the event an odd number shows. So, our event A and B mutually exclusive. Okay. So, ano ba yung sample space natin pag nag-roll tayo ng die? Again, pwede tayo magkameron ng 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at 6. Okay? And then sabi, let A daw is even number. So, lahat ng even number na pwedeng lumabas is 2, 4, and 6. And then lahat ng even ng odd number are 1, 3, and 5. Question is, are events A and B mutually exclusive? Mutually exclusive ba sila?
Yes po.
Yes. Yes kasi wala silang common element. No? Pag tinignan natin to, wala silang common element. So pag nilagay natin siya sa Venn diagram, ito si A, 2, 4, 6, ito si B, 1, 3, 5. No? So, ganyan yung itsura niya. Wala silang relationship with each other. Therefore, siya ay MEE. Okay? And pag kinuha natin yung probability ng A and B, no? Since wala nga tayong common value sa kanya, okay? So ibig sabihin 0 to. Okay, wala tayong intersection. Right? Next. Consider the following event for one roll of a die. So an even is observed. So again, ito is 2, 4, and 6. An odd number is observed. So 1, 3, and 5. And then numbers less than 4. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Question, are A and B mutually exclusive? So same question to nung previous, no? So yung first question natin, yes, MEE sila. Okay? Second, are event A and C mutually exclusive? So si A and C, ito si A, ito si C. Mutually exclusive ba sila?
No po.
No, no?
So,
Kasi, bakit? Because
Yung
of?
2 po.
Okay.
May 2 po parehas.
2.
Correct, no? Kasi meron na silang intersection. Okay? So, in Venn diagram, itsura niyan is ganito. Ito si 2, so 4, 6, and then 1, 3. So, ito si A, ito si C. So, since meron ng P of A and C is greater than 0, therefore, hindi na siya MEE. Okay? Basta pag na-identify mo wala intersection, MEE siya. Pag wala, it's either dependent or independent siya. Okay? Yeah. So application tayo ng sa mutually exclusive and complementary. Okay? So one box contains 3 red and 2 blue capsules. A second box has 4 red and 5 blue capsules. Sige. Lagyan natin ng box. So yung box 1 natin is 3 red, 2 blue. Box 2 natin is 4 red, 5 blue. If one capsule is drawn from each box, okay, kukuha tayo ng tig-isa. What is the probability na siya ay both red. Okay? So, probability na both red siya. So, ibig sabihin sa box 1 and box 2, ano siya, no? Pinapahanap lang yung probability. So, sa ganitong problem, anong maisip natin? So, kahit halimbawa, dalawa yung kunin natin sa box 1, yung probability ng second one will not change, no? Hindi maapektuhan yung probability niya. Therefore, sila ay mutually exclusive sila, no? So kahit anong mangyari doon sa unang box, walang pakialam si box 2 sa kanya. Okay? Okay, sa mga ba yan? Okay, yung first question is, again, red tayo. Okay. So, sabihin natin na yung probability na yung first ano natin is red, R1 na lang para sa box 1 tapos red. And yung second natin is red din pero sa box 2. Okay? So, para makuha yung probability na yan, we can use, hanapin lang natin yung individual, no? So, PR1, multiplied natin ng PR2. Okay? Since independent naman, ano sila? Magkahiwalay silang event. Okay? So, probability ng R1, so ilan ang pwedeng maging red sa R1? Sa box 1? We have 3 outcomes, no? Out of 5. Okay? Then, so sa box 2, we have
4 out of 5.
4 out of 9. Okay?
Mm.
So, para makuha yung probability ng dalawa, so multiply lang natin. This will be 12 over 45. Okay? So, equals to sa 0.2667 or 26.67%. Okay? Next. Both are blue, no? Both are blue, ibig sabihin, pwede natin gawin not red, no? Not red. So, pwedeng kunin natin probability na R1 prime. Ibig sabihin, not red or blue siya, no? And not R2 prime. Sabihin, not red do sa second box. Okay? So, yung magiging ano niya is 1 minus yung probability natin ng red do sa first box. The second box, 1 minus 4 over 9. That is equals to, ganito, this will be 2 over 5 multiplied by 5 over 9. So, this is equals to 10 over 45 or equals sa 0.222 or 22.22%. Okay? So, ito yung gamit ay complementary event na yung ginagawa natin, no? Not red and not blue. At not red tsaka not red do sa both box. Pero ang isang equation natin, nabawa is probability na blue 1 and blue 2. So, equals lang din yan. Kung ilan yung blue sa first box, so 2 over 5 multiplied by kung ilan yung sa second one, 5 over 9. So, same na lang din siya dito, no? Ito na din yan. So, sa complement natin. Okay? So, that will be also 10 over 45 or 22.22% the probability. Okay? Next, letter C. Sa letter C is one is red and one is blue. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, from first box, okay? Ano yung scenario natin? First box, pwede siyang maging red and yung second box, a blue, no? The R2 prime. Or, yung first box natin is magiging blue, tapos yung second box natin is red siya. Okay? So, since naka-or yan, that will be probability ng R1, R2 prime, plus probability ng R1 prime, R2. Okay? So, this will be equals to probability ng R1, Ulitin ko lang yung boxes natin. So this is 3 red, 2 blue, then 4 red, 5 blue. So first box natin, box 1, box 2. Box 1 ay red, so 3 over 5 multiplied by blue, so 5 over 9 plus yung blue 2 over 5 times yung red 4 over 9. Okay? So that will be 15 over 45 plus 8 over 45. So that will be 23 over 45 or 0.511 or 51.11%. Okay? Question for this problem? Okay. So dito sa A and B, nangyari, di ba? Bawa yung both are red. Both are red. So ibig sabihin, sa box 1 is red and, no? And sa box 2 ay red. Kaya multiply yung ginagamit natin. Therefore, mahalaga yung wording natin, no? Pag sinabing and, equals yan sa multiply. And then kapag sinabing or, equals yan sa plus, no? Yan tandaan natin. So yung sa first A and B, that is and. Ibig sabihin, red and red, tsaka blue and blue. Okay? Kaya naging times yung condition natin, nung mutually exclusive nating events. And then sa letter C natin, one is red and one is blue. So nangyari, yung una, multiply kasi one is red and one is blue. Tapos yung isa, one is blue and one is red. Okay? So ibig sabihin, pwede siyang mangyaring parehas. Basta ang condition naman niya, magtig-isang kulay siya. Kaya nagkameron tayo ng or. Okay? Kasi pwedeng ma-reverse yung order na blue muna dun sa box 1, tapos red naman dun sa second box. Okay? Any more question? Okay, next. A box contains 3 white, 5 blue, and 7 red strips of band-aid. If a strip is selected at random, what is the probability that it is not blue or not red? Okay, so complementary events yung hinahanap natin. So, meron tayong box. We have 3 white, 5 blue, tsaka 7 red. Okay? So, kung alam kong not blue yung hinahanap, so gawin ko na lang probability ng B prime. So, ibig sabihin not blue. Okay? So, diba equals naman siya sa 1 minus probability ng B. So, equals sa 1 minus, ano yung probability na blue siya, yung makukuha natin at random. So, we have 5 chance over yung total natin which is 15. So, PB prime is equals to 1 minus 5 over 15. That is 2/3 or 0.6667 or 66.67%. Okay? So, yan yung pwede natin. Or pwede natin gamitin yung isa. Kung hindi siya blue, it's either probability siya ng white and red. Okay? So, since end yan, so probability na white siya, so ibig sabihin 3 over 15 times 7 over 15. End. Okay? So 21 over 15. Tama ba? 21. Multiplied pala yun. Three over 7 times 7 over 15. Ano yun? So, it should not be plus. So, dapat 1, it's either white yung makuha kasi 1 draw lang tayo. So, dapat plus to. Okay? Yeah. So, 3 over 15 plus 7 over 15. Yan. So, equals siya sa 2/3 din or equals sa 66.67%. So, same to, no? Alternate solution lang to. Para dito. Okay? Then sa number 2 natin, not red siya. Not red, so pwedeng R prime tayo. So that will be 1 minus probability ng red. So 1 minus probability ng red is 7 over 15. So probability na not red siya will be equals to 1 minus 7 over 15. That is 8 over 15 or 0.5333 or 53.33%. Okay? Question for this example? Hello? Kumain na ba lahat? Iniwan na ata ko. Ayan. Okay? Okay na. Thank you. Okay, last example. Okay. So in a college graduating class of 100 students, 58 studied math, 70 studied history, and 30 studied both math and history. If one student is selected at random, find the probability na yung student na yun takes math or history. Letter B, the student does not take either subject, and then the student takes history but not math. Okay? So, pag ganito yung mga problem, mas maganda is i-represent natin siya into Venn diagram, no? Para mas ma-visualize natin siya. So, we have math tsaka history. Math. Okay. Kung math, ito yung history. So, sabi, 58 yung math, 70 yung history. Yung intersection, yung study na both math and history siya ay 30. Okay? So kung 58 yung math, this will be 28. And then kung 70 yung history, this will be 40. Okay? So ibig sabihin, pag tiningnan mo lang is itong bilog na to, 28 plus 30, 58. So ito yon, math yung kinukuha nila. Dito, pag ito lang yung bilog na tinignan mo, 30 plus 40, 70. So, 70 yung kumukuha ng history. Pero ilan yung kumukuha na parehas math at history? So, meron tayong intersection sa kanya. Therefore, itong example na to is, di siya mutually exclusive, no? Kasi meron tayong intersection. Okay? Okay. Letter A, the student takes math or history. Okay. Math or history. Probability na siya ay math or history. So pag or yung ginagamit natin, ano yung isang ginagamit nating probability sa kanya? Equals yan sa M union ng H. Okay? And kapag union tayo and then hindi naman mutually exclusive, ano yung formula ulit natin? Probability ng math plus probability ng history minus probability ng intersection ng dalawang subject. Okay? So ano yung probability ng math? Ilan ang probability ng math? Ilan ang total na kumukuha ng math? Out of 100?
58.
Okay, so 58 over 100 plus yung total na kumukuha ng history, so 70 over 100 minus kumukuha ng math and history is 30 over 100. Okay, so pag kinuha natin yan, makukuha natin yung kumukuha ng math or history. So that is 58 over 100 plus 70 over 100 minus 30 over 100 or equal siya sa 49 over 50 or equals to 0.98 or 98%. Okay? Of the total population takes math or history. Okay? Next, letter B. Paano naman daw kapag hindi kumukuha ng either subject, hindi math or hindi history? Okay? So ano yung nahanap doon? Pag hindi math, hindi history, pwede siyang complement na lang, no? Complement nung letter A natin. So, M or H, tapos complement nun. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, wala siyang math, wala siyang history. So, substitute lang natin, 1 minus 0.98 Therefore, meron tayong 0.02 or 2% of the population na hindi kumukuha ng math at history. And si 2%, anong equivalent niya dun sa student natin? Siya ay, sabihin, out of 100 students, meron tayong 2 student na walang math at history. Okay? Letter C. The student takes history but not math. History lang daw yung kinukuha pero hindi math. Ano yung magiging sagot? Based from the Venn diagram. So kung history lang kinukuha, ilan?
40 po.
Okay, correct, no? 40. So, ibig sabihin ito lang yun. Itong portion na to. Kasi ito lang yung history alone. No? So, yung probability ng letter C will be equals to 40 over yung total natin na 100. So, 0.4 or 40%. Okay? Kasi itong portion na to is nasa intersection siya ng math and history, no? Kaya hindi siya kasama. And na-identify natin sa Venn diagram na out of dun sa 70 in total na may history, minus yung 30 na merong math din, 40 yung remaining. So 40 yung probability ng number ng event na yun over yung total number natin na 100, so 40%. Okay? Okay, question? Okay, so kung malinaw na and wala nang question, this ends our topic and our lesson about probability. Okay, so if ever you have a question, once na halimbawa nagsosolve na kayo ng activity na bibigay ko later this day, please don't hesitate to message me dun sa GC natin. No? I'll be posting the activity later and ang deadline of submission niya is November 14 pa naman. So you have plenty of time to answer that. Okay? And also, request ko na din kayo to revisit or review yung next topic natin, which is normal distribution. So if you are from the STEM strand, pwede nyo nang ano yung gumagamit tayo ng Z-table, kung tatandaan nyo. Or if not, and you are new dun sa topic ng normal distribution, don't be discouraged kasi i-discuss naman natin from the start. Okay?
Okay po.